Hello everyone. It's about 3:35 p.m. here in New York. Market is close to closing up. I want to talk about today's trade alert, ZAGG. What you're looking at here is my eTrade Pro account and the account in which the alerts go from. Today we made a move on ZAG into the JP Morgan Chase conference call, which will be Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. With the swing trades, what we're looking for is 5 to 10% opportunities, rinse and repeat, and roll that money over into the next trade. And you can see there's another winning trade so far. I'm up 7% here, or $2,300 in one day. You can see where the alert went out here in the afternoon, right at 12:45 p.m. Okay, so the alert goes out by chat, text message, and email in real time. They're all sent pretty much within 1 minute of my trade. And we get a nice little squeeze on the stock in through here, all right? Really good volume, and then a retracement, and then a continuation walk up into the close because this catalyst into the morning should be good. We're looking at JP Morgan Chase covering the stock with a buy rating on it, and they have a price target of $13.50. We know that this is a good time of the year for ZAG, and with Good Friday just passing and the conference call tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m., I couldn't help but get my guys into this one. I was bidding 660 all day long. I ended up giving up and taking it at 670 and put the alert out. So I'm not going to show you the email or text message here, but I will bring over my premium chat room. All right, so you can see there's a couple hundred people in here right now, 350 people. We have Luke, who is the head day trader, and option swing trader, who also alerted this after the stock buy. So you can see here at 12:45 p.m., I announced the alert. This is the announcements tab, so all trade alerts go off in here. And you can see that I picked up the trade at 12:45 p.m., 5,000 shares at $6.70 a share, stop at 650 with a goal of $8. See email for detail. The email was very thorough, all right? So I provide a text message and a chat room alert, but then I provide an email with all of the details and the reasons why I'm making a particular trade. And you can see as soon as I worked into this trade, 3 minutes later, Luke had moved on the December 7 calls at 30 cents. All right, so he's swing trading the options on this one. So I kind of work the stock side and he works the option side, and together it's a good tag team effort. So the stock is up close to 10% already, and I think these options are up 80, 90% already. What we do here at Jason Bond Picks is I specialize in 3 to 5 swing trades per week. Okay, those are 1 to 4 day holds, 5 to 10% profit goals. Rinse and repeat, roll it over in the next trade. We're looking for good catalysts, and we're trying to time the market and time the stock. What do I mean by that? Well, all right, I'm gonna get rid of the chat here. You just saw the alerts there at 12:45, right? So at 12:45, right there is when I made the alert. Look at that, I'm hovering over that candle right there. That's 12:45, so that's when the alert went out. And shortly thereafter, Luke alerted the options trade, all right? And he alerted that at 30 cents. So a double would be 60 cents, and it's already hit 60 today. So you can see the last was 59. So Luke got the guys and gals in on the option at 30, and it's up big already. So we work in tandem here at Jason Bond Picks. And the bottom line is the idea is there's a good catalyst heading into Tuesday with that JP Morgan conference call at 10:30 a.m. So we're working the stock, but we're also working the option. And so you can swing trade the stock or you can swing trade the option. But the bottom line here, what we were looking at, despite the market being weak, okay, despite the market being weak, look at the NASDAQ. Look how it's climbing throughout the session. All right, so the NASDAQ is strong today. All right, Yahoo's doing well, Facebook is doing well, Apple is doing well. And with Black Friday behind us, it was just natural to look at ZAG here, knowing that JP Morgan, who has a buy rating on this one and a price target of $13.50, is probably going to be talking favorably about ZAG tomorrow morning. So it's a swing trade is a 1 to 4 day hold with a 5 to 10% profit opportunity. And this one is just beat down. If you look at the daily, we're talking about just a really big pullback in the stock from 9 down to 6. All right, and we're just looking for 5 to 10% at the right time. And you can see, look at this massive volume today on the alert. So this was just a really good opportunity to move into this trade, and it's holding these levels because I think it probably is heading up towards this $8 range, if not higher, with this conference call tomorrow, probably some good news. So this is what an alert, a swing trade alert at Jason Bond Picks looks like. All right, there's a catalyst. There's a good opportunity to get in the stock with a tight identifiable stop. What do you mean by that, Jay? A tight identifiable stop? Well, I said 650 was the stop loss. Do you see why that's the case? 650 is the stop loss on this one because the recent low is 650 right in through here. 650, 648, 650, right in through here, 653, and then again yesterday, or what would have been Friday, 658. So just really good price action on this one in that 650 range. And how did I find that? How did I know that that would hold down there? Well, let me get another window open for you. I'm going to pull up stockcharts.com. We traded ZAG last year around this time. It was a little bit later in December, and we'll probably come back to this one in December again. But let me get another chart for you. We'll pull over a stockcharts.com chart, and you can see the 52-week on this one. See that low at 640 there back in December? So it was beat down from the 12 range down to 640, and then it snaps right back up to 13 within a couple of months. This was a great January effect stock. What we're looking at now is a big pullback on the stock, a small bounce, and then another pullback on the stock. But look where it settles, 648, just above that, 52-week low of 640, and it holds that support. And now the NASDAQ is climbing. Excellent opportunity going into the conference call on Tuesday morning at 10:30 to be looking at this stock. Why? Because over 30% of the float is short the stock. If there's good news tomorrow, we're probably going to see a good pop up into the $8 range and an uptrend from there on this one. And that's kind of my thought with ZAG into the holidays. So again, that's swing trading at its best, my friends. The alert went out right here. You can see the really nice move on the stock. Again, a lot of people are like, Jay, you only go for 10%. The service is made for real traders trading real portfolios. It's not a penny stock pump and dump website with, me claiming huge percentage returns. We're putting larger amounts of money into real stocks and pulling out 5 to 10% because you can't get that at the bank. We're not talking about taking $200 and trying to turn it into, $100,000. We're talking about throwing $30,000 at a stock, all right, that has the liquidity to accept that much volume and pulling back out 3,000 profit if we're right about the trade. That's what we're doing at Jason Bond Picks. So trust me, I love penny stocks and everybody loves the 50, 100%, 200% returns. But in my experience, one of the best ways to beat Wall Street is to shoot for 5 to 10%, rinse and repeat, roll it over into another good trade. Stop losses around 1 to 3%, profit goals around 5 to 10%. If you're right more than you're wrong, your portfolio will build. And I think my trading success after a 10-year career in public education is a good example of that. So this is the ZAG trade. This is the reason why we traded ZAG. This is the price action after the alert. Again, I'll hover over that candle right there. If you look up in the navigation bar up top there at the time, you can clearly see it says 12:45. So that's when the alert went out. If you patch that or match that up with when the alert went out in chat, you can see my alert here, 12:45. Bought 5,000 ZAG. Everybody knows that if I make a trade, it's swing trade only, meaning I'm buying, and unless something crazy happens inside the same day, I'm holding for 1 to 4 days. So that means selling on Tuesday or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and sometimes even longer. But the goal is always the same, 5 to 10%. Yeah, once in a while I hit 20% runners. That's great, but 10% on real money is a ton of cash when you think about it. You throw $50,000 at a stock and you make $5,000 in a couple of days. You can't do that at a bank across a 52-week time frame, even if you gave them 50 grand. You wouldn't get 10 grand back. It's just not going to happen. You wouldn't get 5 grand back. It's just not going to happen. But in small caps, you can, provided you can time them properly. So, that's kind of how we roll. And if you're looking for, those lower price plays, trust me, they're not necessarily in penny stocks, but these options plays, you can see 30-cent option call by Luke here, all right? Swing in ZAG, December 7, calls at 30. Let's go back and look at what that is. So if you're looking for, liquidity in penny stocks, I would say you probably should just turn your attention to Luke's option swing trade program. Look at ZAG calls, all right? Disregard the contracts at this point in time, but December 22nd, $7 strike, 55, at 50 by 60 right now. That's a 100% return on your money inside the same day, and there's liquidity there. So say you don't want to throw $50,000 at a trade, you can learn about Luke's option swing trades, and you can play your account builders this way. All right, that's 100% return. So a $2,000 investment is $2,000, almost the same profit as mine on a what? I've got 5,000 shares at 670. All right, so I've got about $35,000 in stock. And if you had rolled with Luke on this one, you'd have about the same profit with much less risk. So that's, Jason Bond Picks in a nutshell. All I focus on is good swing trading opportunities for my clients. Okay. I verify every single one of these trades. I used to day trade and I used to swing trade, but I couldn't do it all. So I decided I'm just going to focus on my favorite thing, which is looking for a good catalyst, timing the market, and timing the stock. If you can do those three things, you can make money consistently on Wall Street. All right. I think this one probably has a good chance of hitting 8. Looking for some good news out of JP Morgan tomorrow in that conference call to pop the stock another 10% for us. And, that'll be a good profit opportunity. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. So hopefully you learned something from this little session here. Again, we have the swing trades on the stocks, and we have the option account builders to complement them if you're looking for the lower price, less risk entries and exits. So there is a perfect combination for any trader. And then, Luke does the day trades on top of that. So we have swing trades on stocks, swing trades on options, and then day trading in the chat room. Honestly, I don't think you can beat it for a couple of $100 per quarter. So hopefully this gives you a little insight as to how my system works. Zag is working really good for us. If you're unfamiliar with charts, this is a 1-minute today chart. So this is the price action from today. And this is the daily price action. So you can see this nice big pop in the stock and this volume here. Here, I'll go ahead and maximize it for you. So look at that move in the stock. All right. And we timed this perfect. Look at the last 100 days. There's not a lot of these moves in the stock. There's not a lot of days where it has volume like this, but we timed it perfect. And I think this one probably heads higher. But even if it doesn't, it's already a win. I'm looking at almost 8% now on my position in one day. That's a good return on my money. So, no matter where clients lock it in at this point, I know everybody's a winner. And heck, this would pay for your service. This one trade inside of one day, if you had bet the same as me, this would pay for your service for several years to Jason Bond Picks. All right. I plan on being here for a long, long time. So again, this is how my service works. I want to detail these videos because I get so many people wondering how it works and and how we do things and how the options work and things of that nature. We teach all of that, all right? But this is just a real live example of how the swing trade system works. And remember, with the swing trades, they go by text message and email, so you don't need to be chained to your computer. You don't need to be chat. I was just showing you the chat alert. It also went by text message and email, okay? So this hit my phone. Let me see. When did this hit my phone? I'm going to pull up the text message. I will tell you exactly when it hit my phone. So this hit my phone at 12:45 p.m., the same time it hit the chat room. So the alert goes out to the cell phone, to the chat room, all at the same time. This stock has traded today. All right, how many shares? 1.4 million. It's a $7 stock, so that's almost $10 million in dollar volume. See the liquidity there? $10 million has changed hands. It's a liquid small cap, all right, and a great way to trade the market. So hopefully that helps you out. This is Jason Bond Picks. This is how we roll. All right, we don't win them all, but we win more than we lose, and the profits roll over into the next trade. Take it easy, gang. Let's look for more bullish out of Zag into Tuesday. See ya.